Welcome back to Flick Summary. Today we'll be diving into a film titled Superbad. Enjoy the recap. Evan and Seth are about to receive their high school diplomas. They have been best friends for years, but their future is uncertain, because Seth will have to attend the local state university, while Evan has been accepted to Dartmouth. Before heading off to college at the end of the summer, both boys want to make up for the fact that they are both noticeably horny but virginal. Both lack popularity, as shown by the fact that one particularly annoying classmate once stopped them before class to decline their invitation to his graduation party. There are some female classmates to whom Seth and Evan are drawn. Evan is unaware that Becca wants to date him, but Seth is fairly certain that Jules shares his interest. Seth hates Becca because she jeopardizes his close bond with Evan and because she brought him trouble in first grade by learning about his obsession with drawing pennizes. Jules invites Seth and Evan to her graduation party that evening in her home economics class. Seth is determined to provide the alcohol for Jules' party after his painfully nerdy friend Fagel reveals that he is about to get a fake ID. Seth is certain that he and Evan will have sex that night because Becca will also be at Jules' party. Immediately, things go wrong. When Seth parks in the faculty parking lot, his vehicle is towed away. Seth believes that the fake ID won't be accepted, so he plans to shoplift large quantities of alcohol from a supermarket, but backs out at the last minute when Fagel shows up with his fake ID, and Seth is horrified to learn that Fagel has changed his name to McLovin. Fagel is instead sent to a liquor store by him and Evan. To his surprise, Fagel is able to purchase the alcohol using a fake ID, but a thief knocks him out cold before he can leave the shop. Evan and Seth miss the robbery because they were too busy gawking at a gorgeous woman down the street. They observe the police car pulling up and believe Fagel is being taken into custody for using a false ID. Seth panics because he is distressed about not having the alcohol or the $100 Jules gave him to buy alcohol. After that, Frances's car strikes him head-on. Frances agrees to buy alcohol for them because she desperately wants Seth to refrain from telling the police what happened. Seth and Evan go with Frances to a house party far from the liquor store, despite the fact that Frances is creepy. Shortly after arriving, Mark, the home's owner, assaults Frances. Evan declares that he will no longer allow Seth to control the direction of their friendship, because he is upset that Seth dragged him to this risky party. Evan is accused by Seth of betraying him as a friend. Seth returns to the celebration to take some alcohol. He performs a dirty dance with Mark's girlfriend while she is in his period, which results in a bloodstain on his pants. Mark picks a fight with Seth when he notices this. Evan tries to call Becca, but his cell phone has poor reception, so he returns to the house to use a landline. He finds himself in prison with cocaine-snorting thugs who believe him to be someone else's golden-throated brother. To appease them, he sings these eyes. Eventually, with the help of two sizable laundry detergent jugs, Evan and Seth are able to leave the party with a significant amount of alcohol. Meanwhile, the police did not detain Fagel. Officers Slater and Michaels appear to be particularly taken with the officer's sense of humor and fighting prowess. In the end, Fagel decides to spend the night with them. He shares a beer with them after assisting them in subduing an aggressive drunk at a neighborhood bar. They exhibit a relaxed attitude toward police protocol, and even allowed Fagel to handle their weapons. The party Seth and Evan are stranded at has a fight that Slater and Michaels are called to break up. Seth is knocked to the ground when Slater runs into him on the way to the party. He intends to arrest Seth and Evan if he finds alcohol in one of the detergent jugs. Fagel, Evan, and Seth escape, along with the detergent jugs, and all of the alcohol Fagel had purchased and was carrying while on patrol with Slater and Michaels, while Slater and Michaels struggle to come up with an explanation for the damage to the squad car. To get to Jules' party, they take the bus. Seth learns while traveling that Evan and Fagel have already made the decision to share a room at Dartmouth. Becca has already arrived and is intoxicated. Evan finds out that she spent the evening drinking heavily and telling him she wanted to have sex. She drags him into Jules' bedroom where she makes sleazy advances on him. He struggles because he wants their relationship to be more than just sexual. She urinates. Seth is not any luckier. He gets drunk because he believes Jules will only sleep with him if they are both inebriated. But he is shocked to discover that Jules doesn't drink, and that she would prefer they hook up when they are both sober. Seth loses consciousness after becoming confused. As he falls, his head collides with Jules, giving her a black eye. When he awakens, he discovers that Slater and Michaels have shown up to break up the party. He dashes inside and picks up Evan, who is unconscious and intoxicated, and carries him to safety. Fagel is found by Michaels and Slater about to have sex with Nicola in a bedroom. Slater is upset that Fagel left them, but Michaels soothes him. They confess to Fagel that they were aware of his fake ID, but recalled how much they detested cops when they were Figel's age. They took him out on patrol to show him that police officers could be cool too. They all consent to be pals. Figel makes Slater and Michaels drag him away like a dangerous criminal in order to impress the ladies. Then they drive the squad car around in circles in a deserted parking lot before wrecking it. Seth and Evan return to Evan's home. They roll out their sleeping bags and make miniature pizzas. They admit that as friends, they will always love one another. The following day, they visit a mall because Seth needs new pants, and Evan wants a new comforter to bring to Dartmouth. They see Becca and Jules there. Seth apologizes to Jules for his own embarrassing behavior, and Becca thanks Evan for not taking advantage of her inebriation. Seth will assist Jules in purchasing makeup to cover up her black eye, while Becca and Evan decide to go shopping for comforters. Seth and Evan are finally at ease being apart because they are confident in their friendship. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.